Are you struggling to open your heart again after a breakup? Stick around to discover how you can turn past heartbreak into valuable lessons for future love. Welcome to Chief Talk, where we dive deep into life's messy bits. Today we're tackling the roller coaster that is, you guessed it, love, or more specifically, the fear of getting back on that ride after a tumble.
Exactly. The post-breakup blues, that ugh, not again feeling. We've all been there.
It's tough. This article presents a fascinating perspective, though, comparing bouncing back from heartbreak to developing emotional antibodies.
Antibodies? That's an interesting analogy. So the more heartbreaks you face, the stronger your emotional immune system gets?
Kinda. The author talks about existential anxiety, this fear of the unknown, of meaninglessness, and how it applies to relationships. It's like, what if it all goes wrong again? But by embracing that anxiety, we build resilience. Think of it as emotional strength training.
Right. So instead of avoiding the gym altogether after a bad workout, you learn to push through the discomfort, building up those emotional muscles. It's about facing the fear head on.
Totally. The article highlights the importance of viewing setbacks as optimal frustrations, these little bumps in the road that help us grow. Like a slightly imperfect parent, relationships teach us valuable lessons, even if they don't last forever.
Yeah, it's like that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But it's not just about surviving, it's about learning from those experiences. It reminds me of a friend who,
Oh, yeah? What happened?
well, she went through a really tough breakup, but afterwards she realized how much she valued her independence. It actually shifted her entire approach to dating and relationships.
I see. So the optimal frustration helped her clarify her needs and priorities?
Absolutely. And the article also touches on the importance of self-continuity, that sense of a consistent self despite life's ups and downs. Like a bad breakup doesn't negate the good times, and it doesn't define you as a person.
Right. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There were probably some sunny moments in those past relationships, right? It's about integrating those experiences, good and bad, into a more complete picture of yourself and your needs.
Totally. And having a strong support system helps too. Friends, family, they're your emotional first aid kit when things go south. Don't isolate yourself. If you're enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe for more heart to hearts on Cheap Talk.
Good point. The article also suggests taking baby steps back into the dating world. No pressure, just dipping your toes in the water, maybe trying a dating app or just chatting with new people.
Yeah, and manage those expectations. Don't put so much pressure on finding the one. Think of it as an adventure, not a do or die mission. You never know what you might learn about yourself along the way. And if this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button for more relatable chats on Cheap Talk. We're here to navigate life's ups and downs, one conversation at a time.
And it's not just about romantic relationships, right? This whole optimal frustration thing applies to everything: work, friendships, even our relationship with ourselves.
Oh, absolutely. Think about learning a new skill, say playing the guitar. It's frustrating at first, those clumsy fingers, the missed notes, but you stick with it, you push through, and eventually you can shred like a rock star.
Ha, exactly. It's the same with emotional resilience. The more we face these little challenges, these optimal frustrations, the better we become at handling them. We develop coping mechanisms, we learn to regulate our emotions. It's like building up a tolerance, but in a good way.
Right, and it's not about seeking out pain or drama, it's about reframing how we view setbacks. Instead of seeing them as failures, we see them as opportunities for growth. It's a mindset shift, really, and if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Cheap Talk for more insightful conversations.
Good point. Now, the article also mentions self-continuity. Can you elaborate on that a bit? Hmm.
Yeah, so self-continuity is that sense of a consistent self despite life's changes. It's knowing who you are, what you value, even when things get messy. A breakup, a job loss, those things don't fundamentally change who you are at your core.
Right. It's like those experiences are part of your story, but they don't define the entire narrative. They're chapters, not the whole book. It reminds me of, what was it? That, quote, the oak fought the wind and was broken, the willow bent when it must and survived. It's about adapting, not breaking.
Exactly. And that ties back to the existential anxiety we talked about earlier. By embracing the unknown, by accepting that life is unpredictable, we build that sense of self-continuity. We become more flexible, more resilient. It's like having a strong internal compass, always guiding you back to yourself. Oh, and hey listeners, do us a favor and subscribe to Cheap Talk. We're serving up relatable chats on everything life throws our way.
So, putting this all together, what are some practical steps folks can take to, like, bounce back after heartbreak? Hmm.
Well, first, be kind to yourself. It's okay to grieve, to feel the pain. Don't try to suppress it. Talk to friends, journal, do whatever helps you process those emotions. And like the article says, baby steps back into the dating world when you're ready.
Yeah, no pressure. It's about exploring, not conquering. And focus on building that self continuity. Rediscover your hobbies, reconnect with friends, do things that make you feel good about yourself. It's about strengthening that inner core.
Totally. And remember, every optimal frustration, every setback is a chance to learn and grow. It's adding another layer of resilience, another antibody to your emotional immune system. So embrace the journey, learn from the bumps in the road, and you'll come out stronger on the other side. And that, my friends, is your dose of cheap talk wisdom for the day. Don't forget to subscribe for more heart to hearts and real life advice. We'll see you next time.
So, this article, right, it talks about self continuity, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is that feeling of being like essentially the same person, even when things in your life are changing? Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. It's that sense of consistency, that inner core that remains stable even amidst life's ups and downs. Like a breakup doesn't erase who you are, right? It's just a chapter in your story, not the whole book.
Right, right. It's like I'm still me, even after this crazy thing happened. So, how does this self continuity thing relate to heartbreak specifically?
Well, when a relationship ends, it can really shake your sense of self, especially if it was a long term or particularly intense relationship. You might question your identity, your worth. Self continuity helps you hold on to that core sense of self, reminding you that you're still valuable, still whole, even without that other person.
That makes total sense. It's like the relationship might be gone, but you are still here. You're not starting from scratch. You're building on what you already have, right?
Exactly. It's about integrating those past experiences, the good and the bad, into a more complete understanding of yourself. And speaking of experiences, the article mentions optimal frustrations. What did you make of that?
Oh, that's an interesting concept. It's like these little challenges, these setbacks actually help us grow. Like a tough breakup, as awful as it feels at the time, can teach us valuable lessons about ourselves, our needs, our boundaries, and so on. Right?
Totally. They're like emotional growing pains. They push us outside our comfort zone, force us to adapt, and ultimately make us stronger. And if you're relating to this, hit that subscribe button. We dive into these messy life topics every week here on Cheap Talk.
Good point. Now, this next part really resonated with me. Pablaha, or the process of working things out in a relationship. It's not always smooth sailing, is it?
Definitely not. Relationships require effort, compromise, communication. It's about navigating those inevitable bumps in the road, those optimal frustrations together. And that process, that tanya, is actually crucial for building a strong and lasting connection, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's like sanding down the rough edges, learning to fit together, to function as a team. And sometimes that friction, that little bit of conflict, can actually make the bond even stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
Right. And remember, listeners, if you're enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're here to help you navigate all of life's little quirks and challenges, one conversation at a time.
So, to wrap things up, what's the key takeaway here? How can folks apply this idea of self continuity and optimal frustrations to their own lives?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is to be kind to yourself, especially during times of change or challenge. Remember that you are strong, you are resilient, and you have the capacity to grow from every experience, even the painful ones. Embrace those optimal frustrations, learn from them, and trust that you will come out stronger on the other side. And that, my friends, is your dose of cheap talk wisdom for today. Don't forget to subscribe for more heart to hearts and real life advice.
We'll see you next time.